me a message. He's not feeling well.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
It happens, so it's understandable.
Sure.
So I sent out the invite to a couple of other people.
Cool.
We'll see if they join. If they don't, it's okay because you know what? It's still me and you, bro, and we're cool.
Oh, absolutely. And it's hump day, so
Which
what the
it
hell,
doesn't
right?
make any sense to me because most people get laid on the weekends.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I had me some Taco Bell for late breakfast, early lunch.
Awesome. I,
Zero
I
sugar Baja Blast.
So what have you been up to off camera? Anything exciting?
No,
No, just chilling like a villain.
just chilling, playing video games, watching anime,
Nice, nice. It's good to be retired, isn't it?
napping a lot. I do sleep a
That's one thing I haven't been able to get done is a good nap. Staying up way too late, getting up real early, and trying to get in some good games. I was in one last night. I got there, mind you, I got there late. It normally starts at 5 ish, and Jackie had a dentist appointment, and I got there at about 6, and the game was over at 7.
lot. I've been invited to a lot of games lately.
Take advantage of it, but choose wisely. Make sure it's a good group of people. That's the number one thing. If the people are solid, at least you got to hang out with some good people.
28 millimeter and Max invited me to their game.
Hmm.
Um, TCG, you, the Beelzebub. I mean, and it's not like I don't want to play games with everybody. It's just I don't like to get committed to a weekly game when there's always a chance I'm not going to be able to make it.
Yeah, but you know what? I'd still do it. And certain games like Rick's game is I don't know if it's super regular. It used to be rather infrequent, and it's not going to go on for very long. They tend to or Rick tends to run a few sessions and then want to run a completely different game and then a different game. The sort of not quite a one shot, but not a full year campaign. You
Yeah,
know,
I think that's what they've been doing.
and
It's like Geek invited me into a game, and I would love to play in their game. It's just, you know,
that would be of all the games you mentioned besides my own, that would be the game I'd want to get into. There's some good people there, and it's a really sort of it's a group of people from all over the place. I don't want to use the D word, but from other places to get other perspectives and learn from other play styles as opposed to like with Rick's. I love Rick's games, but I was in 2 or 3 different campaigns and none of them ever got resolved. We left hanging, you know, um, and we didn't like finish the mission or the scenario, and I really really hate that.
yeah, I like it where either my character lives or lives and retires or dies. That
Right,
way,
I had one character who got his legs blown off, but the spacesuit sealed the legs, so I didn't bleed to death. But I'm like 1,000 yards from the rest of the party. They don't even know where I am. And I'm just laying there. I'm like, well, you should have just killed me. Another game, I forget, we were like this giant monster freaking alien ship just appeared in front of our view screen. And we're like, oh, shit, and fade to black. Both cases, I could just assume we all died. But, it's, hey, what's up, Raven?
See, I'm not that into sci-fi.
That's the other problem with Rick's games. Although he does run, I think, Castles and Crusades.
I'm more into fantasy or modern.
Uh, yeah, I
But
wish I could. By modern, do you mean like 20th, 21st century, or
yeah,
make?
like Twilight 2000 stuff like that.
What would you feel about a 1940s, 1950s game?
I like 1940s, 1950s style game. I played a lot of gangbusters when I was younger.
I never. That's one game I've not only never owned but never played. And when it comes to like my collection is got a lot of TSR in it, and that and Dawn Patrol, and of course Marvel Superheroes, which I did own but sold, are the three games I'm trying to get into my collection. And uh, it's just a matter of money. And since my birthday's here in April, I'm not allowed to spend any money. Apparently, like anybody's going to buy me gangbusters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, or Dawn Patrol. Good luck finding a copy for less than $150. Not that I want to spend that, or I mean, I could if I absolutely. It's like, oh, I have to have this. I could go buy it, but I'm trying
My
to save
brother's
some.
birthday is in April.
Yeah, wish him happy birthday for me.
And well, you can wish him happy birthday next time you see him, jackass.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking about James. I
Yes.
just saw James last night.
And then
Uh,
my stepson, his birthday is in April.
Taurus is rock, dude.
Oh, they're Aries.
Oh, I don't know about those guys then. No, no worries, Cal. I'll get one. There is literally no game out there other than maybe Empire of the Petal Throne that's like out of my reach right now, and maybe like a first edition white box. If I wanted it, I could easily just grab it. Um, I'm just super cheap, and springtime is here, and another couple of weeks will be the perfect time to buy those rare items because the prices are going to drop. I was looking at a copy of Bunnies and Burrows just for shits and giggles to see what it was. So I hit the watch button, and within like an hour, the guy had dropped the price 40%. Sending me a special offer, 40% off. I'm like, I was just looking, man. I was just looking easy with the hard sell. Uh, like who the fuck's gonna play Bunnies and Burrows, right? You know what I mean?
Well, if it's anything like Watership Down, that shit was brutal.
I never saw it. Everybody talks about it, and I saw it on like Netflix, and I saved it, and then they took it off or something. I never read it, never saw it. I have no clue what it's about.
That shit is brutal.
Yeah,
Brutal. That shit, I saw that as a kid, and I still remember it.
really. What does that mean, Raven? Wah wah wah.
I think she's singing along to The Price is Right.
Wah.
That's the only show I miss about network television, to tell you the truth. The Price is Right.
Really?
I love that shit. I loved when I was younger and I'd get sick. I got to stay home from school and have crackers and ginger ale and chicken soup and watch The Price is Right while everybody else was in math class.
For me, it was Twilight Zone, uh, and I did kind of like the Ghost of Mrs. Muir, and the Courtship of Eddie's Father, and what was the other one? Get Smart, I think it was. I love that show.
No, for daytime TV, it was The Price is Right, man.
Oh, if I had stayed home from school, I didn't sleep. I mean, unless I was really really sick, but I'd be watching TV from the time the cartoons turned off. It would be like, what else is on?
Yeah,
Um,
Bob Barker, don't forget to spade and neuter your pets.
mhm, mhm. And I'd watch Green Acres, although I never really liked it as a kid, And now I'm like, where do I what do I got to do so I can like live in that kind of area, you know?
Green Acres.
Yeah, we used to have a crack house in the neighborhood that people called Green Acres. It was because it was painted green. It was pretty funny. Not that I'd ever went inside the place. Uh, Drugs are bad, folks. Stay in school. Kids, grown ups, get the frick out of school and go, you know, earn your keep and that sort of thing. What do we got here? Green Acres.
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
The chores,
The stores,
fresh air.
Times Square.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, city life.
Green Acres, we are there.
You know, I don't know what he did before that. I for the life of me, I have no idea what he did, but apparently he had done like a lot of something, but that was so before my time.
He's probably a numbers man for the mob. And that was
Which-
his witness protection program.
That would not surprise me one bit.
I'll be right back.
All right, folks. Once again, it's the Shadow and Sun show. Speaking of which, since he's away, tomorrow I will be having a special guest on the paint stream, so it won't be a traditional paint and chill stream. It'll be a Emperor's Choice Arduin special announcement. Actually, I'm really honored that they decided to break the news on my show. That's tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Avocado time, and then afterwards, George and Dave are going to also go and do Tenkar's Tavern Friday. I might show up there, but I do have a game Friday night, and unless they, really twist my arm, I will be hanging out with Bo and Mark from Mark's Genre Mixer, playing some. I would prefer that you guys behave. Have lots of questions for them because they have, something big coming out, and then something even bigger coming out a little bit later after that. Which I honestly, if I could, I would be running Arduin games right now, not AD&D. There's just so much that Arduin has to offer besides innovative new game ideas. But
Then why are you running Arduin game?
because the old rules are kind of a mishmash of different systems and ideas. There is like one or two versions you could run straight from those books, but they're a little awkward and clunky, and I really wouldn't expect anybody to go out and buy those books. They've been out of print for decades, and it's just there's a few folks out there I know who have all the books or have, like you do, the trilogy, but it's more of a place than a system in the old rules. And with the new books, they're trying to make it 50-50, not just the place but a cohesive set of rules that you can pick up and learn easily, which is something that I like. I'm not a big fan of these 20 volume game rules systems where you have to have basically an entire shelf dedicated to that game. One book, maybe three, Monster Manual, Player's Handbook, DMG kind of thing is all. If you need
I
more,
like the map.
Yep, the map is awesome, but the map's only going to get better. Just going to say that. From what I've heard, there's more in the works that's going to make, hopefully, bring Arduin back into the forefront. It really was the underground of underground games. There was nothing more underground than it is, so much so that Gygax and team had to hit them up with a cease and desist paperwork back in the 70s telling them you can't put Dungeons and Dragons on your books or in your books. You're not affiliated with us. So David said, okay, fine, I will just make my own shit. And unfortunately, he passed away a few years after that. But George and Dave got, literally pallets of his handwritten work. Just huge ass. The guy probably wrote more for the hobby than anybody else you can imagine. And it just, until now, didn't get to see the light of day. What is that noise I keep hearing?
Is it a tick?
No, it's like a lawnmower or an air conditioner.
I'm not hearing anything.
That's so weird. Yeah, I still hear it. Huh. What's up, RPG Exile?
What's up, RPG? We got Cal in the house, too.
Who else did you send a link out to?
Bear, my brother.
Well, your brother was on. I couldn't believe it. He's like taking after me, doing them 4-hour freaking live streams. It's crazy. I came on, after my game. I saw he was doing his thing, and I like just went in to say hi, and I was jumping in the shower. He's like, "Get in here." I'm like, give me a minute. And then I was there till like, I want to say like 11 o'clock my time. So it's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning his time. And I after I said goodbye, I got up to pee, and he was still streaming. Had Justin and Omen Owl and somebody else I can't remember. Just like, you guys are madmen. Get some freaking sleep. Were you on a show last night?
No.
Huh. Smart man, probably getting some well-deserved shut-eye.
He started that show after he called me in the middle of the night.
Yep, hold on. Now I got background freaking noise.
Four hours or 24 minutes. Jesus.
Yeah, that was a long stream. And of course,
And he had streamed earlier that day, I think, too.
I know. I guess that's what happens when you get the subscription. You're like, well, I got unlimited hours. Let's see how unlimited we can make it. And of course, he picked the time I was in the freaking shower to start talking about my favorite movie of all time.
Men Alone 2, the KY Connection.
Watchmen. Go ahead and make your big penis, blue penis joke.
I love The Watchmen.
It's just the first time I saw it, I was just absolutely.
I had all the comics before it became a movie.
Yeah, me too. And I remember when those comics came out, it was like the comic book of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You if you could get a copy of any of those issues, it was you were paying an arm and a leg. Back then, $20 for a brand new, right off the shelf comic book was not unheard of. I mean, it was elsewhere, but for Watchmen, I still haven't seen the director's cut version, and I wouldn't mind playing the video game, but I'm sure it would probably be disappointing.
You hear that Red Lobster's only giving out straws on a request now.
Oh, that's been a thing here forever. They're
They
not
want
doing
the-
the paper straws because those are just ass.
They're wanting
Yeah,
to.
not just that, but ketchup, napkins, all the things that you used to get, more or less for free. They're either making you ask for them, or they're charging you for them, like 50 cents for barbecue sauce and crap like that. I'm like,
Red Lobster's only giving out straws on a request now to save the sea animals, so they can buy them and cook them.
yeah, I was telling Raven the other day, I absolutely have no problem with some forms of what people would call harming the planet. You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. You can't make a society without fucking up part of the environment, and you can't inspire people to get the fuck off this planet if this planet is all perfect and pristine. We need to mess it up so that we can take our lessons that we learned here, go off to Mars or whatever, and make Mars habitable. But
Yeah, but the straw thing is a bunch of bullshit when they're still using plastic cups. Give me a plastic cup and give me a paper cup with a plastic straw rather than a plastic cup with a paper straw.
well, right off the bat, why aren't they? It's a high-end-ish restaurant, not super high-end, but why aren't they giving you glasses? What the hell? Every other place I go to like that, you're getting a glass. The last thing I want, is my beverage in a plastic cup. Nothing screams, high-end like, disposable glassware.
Hey, Michael. It's all ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't even use straws unless it's like a milkshake, and that there's only one place I get those from. That's In-N-Out.
And I have some good food.
Yeah, but they're really not doing anything you can't do at home. They really aren't. The only thing that they have that you can't get at home is the bread, and that's the way it's been always. If you've ever, made hamburgers, grilled out or whatever, you can't buy the same kind of or quality, hamburger buns.
I've priced it out before for like two people. It is just as cheap or cheaper to go to In-N-Out nowadays and get a double with cheese animal style meal with a milkshake as it is to buy all the shit, make it at home.
It depends. The milkshake is where you're gonna run into more
The
expensive.
price of hamburgers like $4 and something a pound.
Yeah, but if you get quality, pre-made patties, you're
I don't use those pre-made patties.
I
would rather just go to In-N-Out and get a double with cheese.
I don't blame you when you're cooking for one, but when you're cooking for five, it's a whole different ballgame.
Mm-hmm.
Although
that's why I said for two people.
Yeah, two people. I mean, you won't see the savings for a month, or more. And we've taken there's the boys really like Burger King for some reason, so they've got this coupon where you get 3 Whoppers, 3 cheeseburgers, 3 fries for $20. That's a
good deal.
That is Yeah, if you tried to buy it without the coupon, it would be about twice that. And of course they throw in sodas to up the price, which is why we like the deal we get, because we don't drink soda here. Uh, every once in a while, but it's like kind of a rare thing.
What's up, Bleeker?
Hey, what's up? And RPG Exile.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see the screen because the glare is just awful here.
What makes Smash Brothers for the win? Is what RPG Exile said. Now, here's the thing. I've done this before. Like we all wanted sandwiches, so I was like, I just go buy the stuff to make sandwiches at home.
Sure.
So I go to the deli and I get the ham and I get.
You've got a deli? Wow.
Get the salami.
I haven't seen a deli in 20 years.
Get the salami and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Buying the bread, buy the lettuce, tomato, cheese, onions. Buy all the shit to make a sandwich like you can get it like Jersey Mike's or something like that. And it come out to like $70.
How much?
$70.
Wow.
To feed like 4 people. Or, you go to Jersey Mike's and they'll make all the shit. You ain't got to deal with it and deal with the mess. And the most expensive sandwich at Jersey Mike's is $13. So it's like, and it's got like 2 pounds of meat on it. So you look at, sometimes it's cheaper to just go to the store because when you factor in the time and the work and the mess and all of that shit.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of like almost any veggies on my sandwich. Onions are like it. I'll have a salad with it, but like throwing lettuce and all that other and tomatoes and crap on a sandwich, like a sub or whatever, it doesn't do anything for me.
Tomatoes, onions, pickles, black olives.
Now you're making me want a pizza. I'll put all that junk on a pizza, no problem. But with a sandwich, for some reason, I know, and it's just a different way to prepare a bread meal. But
banana peppers.
Yeah, we do Jack in the Box every Sunday after church. But we use the app so we get points or some shit and then get free food, which is cool. It just sucks. They've got their best meal is for Jack in the Box is their midnight munchie meals. And if you want it after or before midnight, you got to pay extra. You guys remember the commercials for those Jack in the Box commercials?
I've never eaten at Jack in the Box.
Really? Have you ever seen a Jack in the Box commercial?
I don't think I've ever seen a Jack in the Box.
Really? Well, they got this guy. It's an amazing story. Guy.
Yeah, I've seen him on the internet. He's got the big head.
The guy who created that head was the guy who wore the head and came up with that whole idea. And he didn't work for Jack in the Box. And then he came up with everything, kind of like the way what's his name was Frodo in Lord of the Rings. Like, I am Frodo, and he's like, I am Jack in the Box. Came up with these commercials where he'd be 2 different characters, himself and the guy who wearing the mask, talking to each other. But Jack in the Box did these commercials for a while, and I only saw them on like Roku or something. And it was Jack in the Box and this other kid, and even the Jack in the Box had the eyes painted like they were stoned. You could literally, you could. I mean, the only thing missing was the smoke in the background. You know what I mean? Advertising these special box meals that were only available after midnight for stoners, and they had the greatest crap in them, like massive freaking potato wedges just coated in cheddar cheese and bacon bits and just all the crap that you would only want after partaking. It was freaking hysterical watching them because Jackie and I would be watching the Iron Man cartoon in the morning before school, that really weird like sort of indie cartoon we'd be watching that before school, and one of those Jack in the Box commercials would come on, and trying not to laugh my ass off. It was like the people who made that '70s show had made Jack in the Box commercials. It was just, if you ever get a chance, look one up.
I saw one where somebody killed Jack from Jack in the Box.
I remember that. Yeah, Jack in the Box was a big thing for me growing up because for middle school and high school, there was a Jack in the Box right by those two schools that I went to, and every morning I would end up spending my lunch money there for breakfast instead, and maybe having money left over to get a couple of tacos back when their tacos were like $2 for $1, and they were
That's
awesome.
what Bleecker said. They have tacos, fried tacos.
Yeah. I actually got the recipe. I got this book a long time ago, how to make fast food at home, the exact recipes, sort of like covertly obtained. And the Jack in the Box tacos were one of the recipes.
Yeah, I've got Wendy's chili recipe.
Their tacos are beans and hamburger, mixed with a half slice of American cheese, lettuce, and a certain kind of taco sauce, deep fried. And oh man, I can eat those tacos any time of the day.
I would eat the hell out of that, but
Yeah.
I like tacos. Mobius, what's up, buddy?
Howdy. Yeah, this glare is just awful. This now that spring is here, for a few minutes. I kid you not, it's going to be 70 today, and by the end of the week, it's going to be back down to 43 and raining.
It's 54 here and rainy. Good.
Yep, $2 for $1, man. And now they're almost $2 each.
No, it's not Tuesday.
It don't need to be Tuesday for tacos.
Yeah, all tacos today. And
as a matter of fact,
I'm not a taco Nazi. I eat tacos every day.
Right. Yeah, rain tomorrow, right? All right, Cal? What the hell? And it's going to be 43 degrees. Here at Casa de Shadow, taco night is actually Sunday.
I figured it'd be tacos or something like that every night. Given your heritage.
My heritage. That's not how it works. Yeah.
Well, we know you love Mexican.
I like some Mexican food.
We know you're into eating Mexican there, Shadow.
Dude. Real Mexican food is garbage. Its main ingredient is water, and they boil the crap or they burn the crap out of food because they don't know how to bake.
I wasn't talking about food.
Yeah, we get that. We get that. The Mexican food that Grandma makes here is like what you'd expect Charlie Bucket to be eating in Willy Wonka.
Authentic Mexican food. It's not bad.
It's mostly soup,
Well, you have a lot of soup, menudo and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't eat tripe. That's just wrong. But I know a lot of people that aren't Mexican that love that shit. I'm just like, or pozole. It's okay, but it's not like, they act like
they use a lot of hominy too.
Yeah. I mean, you get the big old can. It's like 80 cents for a freaking 50-pound drum of the shit, and they literally act like it's steak. It's not a steak. It's not lobster. It's not prime rib. It's freaking tamales or freaking steroided out corn. It's not. I get it. When you're that poor, it seems that way. But I would just, use the better part of the cow and not sell it if that was the case. It's just really weird how they like when the holidays like Christmas and New Year's, the entire clan will come over here and spend an entire day making tamales, and I've literally had better tamales out of a can.
Wow.
Yeah. I all my life growing up here in California, every Mexican restaurant, the number one, the item that's number one on the menu is a beef tamale with a cheese enchilada. I've been to 100 Mexican restaurants. It's the same freaking thing. And the beef tamale, is not dry. It's covered in sauce and it's freaking awesome. And they don't know what a beef tamale is around these parts.
I'm not a big fan of tamale.
They're usually really dry and it's, you know, uh, just cornmeal mushed up, stuffed with a little bit of chicken or potatoes or more corn, which blows my mind. They make cornmeal and then they fill it with corn. I'm
Now,
like,
if you
there
want
are other
something nice,
ingredients.
if you want something nice, you got to get you some mofongo.
I have never heard that word in my
That's
life.
Puerto Rican. It's mashed up plantains. It's just good.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, the main ingredient is water. They get this big giant pot about this freaking big, and take a chicken and ruin it by throwing it in there, so all the flavor gets sucked out of the chicken into the water and diluted. Uh, or they'll take chicken and they will grill it on like a frying pan, and it comes out hard. The outside of the chicken is freaking hard. You need a hammer and chisel to get through to the soft part, and it's just like, you guys ever heard of oil or spices other than chili powder? It's just it's it's not fine dining. Let's just put it that way. And not that I'm a snob or anything. I'll eat tamales out of a can and call it a good day. Uh, but yeah, I've taught them more about cooking than I've enjoyed their meals.
Is that why you
I,
cook most of the time?
yeah, as a matter of fact, the best meal I ever had one of their gatherings was actually goat, and I was like, this was like 20 years ago when I just met Jackie's mom, and her English was like just awful. I'm like, what is this? What is this? And she literally had to draw me a picture of a goat. And I'm like, oh,
Poor
okay.
Mobius. Rain turned to snow. Yay!
It was a very, very poor village, which is funny because they actually had dairy cows, but yet no cheese, no beef. That was all just a way to make money, and they even fucked that up. They had like a nice herd of cows, and uh, for dumbass reasons they couldn't make that work. How do you not make that work? You're not paying property tax. You're not paying much in the way of utilities and things like that, and they had to sell all the cows and half the land. And mind you, it was a family of four, and they couldn't make that work. It was just like, yeah. Thanks, Michael. But yeah, I've had good Mexican food. I could go to any restaurant, and maybe it's Americanized, but the tamales aren't dry as
I don't
sawdust.
know. LA street tacos kick ass.
I'm not a big fan of the double tortilla tacos. I cannot stand cilantro to the point that I tell everybody I'm allergic to it, so that they won't put it in my food, and they still
I
try to
love
sneak it.
cilantro.
Now, I had a really bad experience with it. My first experience with cilantro, I was dating this girl from Thailand, and I went to have dinner with her and her mom, and they served me turtle soup, and it was cilantro, lime, and turtle, and it was nightmarish.
Mm.
Yeah, Justin, you've been listening. Shadwell has just been going off on the Mexican community saying their food sucks.
Yeah.
I just got here when he said family of four. Oh,
What's up, Justin? Hope you're feeling better.
yeah. I snapped a tooth in half.
You what?
Yeah. One of
I
my teeth.
you what? You fork and
No,
stab
no,
it?
I just bitten down and it
Oh,
was already going. Like all my teeth are shit, right? So
Gotcha.
And I was gonna take some sleeping pills and try and sleep until the numbness was gone, but I decided to take a Tylenol and Advil and lie in the bath.
I'm a big fan of peroxide. Just
Yeah,
saying.
I don't I
I'm
don't
a big fan of oxycodone.
I don't got either of those in the house.
Oh, see, I've got about 10 bottles.
Yeah.
I need to stock up on the rubbing alcohol because I've been dipping into it to clean my brushes.
You've been drinking rubbing alcohol, you weirdo.
Yeah.
I wait, rum and alcohol. Rum is alcohol.
No.
Well, I
Rubbing
mean,
alcohol. That takes the wrinkles out of your brain.
what are you talking about? My brain is smooth as a baby's ass.
Yeah, they didn't invent wrinkles when Shadow came around.
Yeah. We smooth brain is as you can get. When it's like glass, I'll declare victory.
Victory is mine.
With enough acid.
No, drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. If you're gonna do anything like that, do mescaline. Just saying.
How?
What?
Oh,
I won't lie.
I moved my gum over my tooth stump.
One of my favorite experiences when I was, under the influence was mescaline. It was a one-time thing, and it was fun.
So what have I all missed in the first 40 minutes of the show?
Mexican
Nothing.
food sucks. Basically,
You missed Shadow talking about his people.
my people. They are not my people.
I see something about Green Acres.
We did see the.
You are what you eat, Shadwell.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of that works.
Well, I must eat a lot of Soylent Green then. Because I'm human.
Yeah.
Mm.
I often wonder how far away we are with that, or if we have not already been tricked into that and not know it. When we buy hamburger, it's actually people.
Nah, that's beyond beef.
Yeah,
They say there's a lot of estrogen in Beyond Beef, so I'm wondering.
yeah. I had one veggie burger. It was actually really really good.
Oh
But,
no! Veggie burgers and Beyond Meat are two different things.
oh really?
Yeah,
I think the one I had was the one that's like mostly mushroom, and I've always thought
Yeah.
certain mushrooms prepared a certain way actually feel like you're eating meat.
yeah, because they used to have this
They're
fake
making our
beef.
food out of people. Next thing they'll be breeding us like cattle for food. You gotta tell them. You gotta tell them.
Promise, Tiger. I promise. I'll tell the exchange.
You tell everybody. Listen to me, Hatcher. You gotta tell them. Silent Green is people. We gotta stop them somehow.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah.
Absolutely, just
Well, one of the greatest actors of all time.
no. He is the greatest actor of all time. He could do anything, and turn it into an instant success. Even the Planet of the Apes that he despised, he couldn't stop it. That was the as a grown up as a kid, even after the movies had already come and gone. Even the last one, every year the Halloween aisles were just full of Planet of the Apes costumes. Just everywhere you went, you could buy any, you name it, you could buy any product with the Planet of the Apes logo on it.
I wonder if Marky Mark hates being in the Planet of the Apes.
Probably not. I didn't really enjoy the one
remake?
I saw with him.
Yeah, the ones after that were good.
I get the desire to want to remake it completely different, but
It was too. You didn't need the ending scene.
yeah, it was so different that and I really like Tim Roth, even though I'd probably punch him in the face if I ever met him.
Why?
I just get the impression that he and I would not be able to have a civil conversation. But he was in a lot of stuff that I really liked. He was great in Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, of course. But the Planet of the Apes, the entire cycle, how the movies work, had so much room to expand upon. And instead of just remaking it, although Battle for the Planet of the Apes should be erased from everyone's memory.
What one was that?
That was like literally like the last, not the. I don't
What
know.
happened in it? I don't remember.
It was the apes and humans living together and getting into a war with the mutants and.
The rocket one. Yeah, okay.
No, not the rocket one. Uh, there's this
The one after that.
No, after that, because it went Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from Planet of the Apes, then Conquest, where we find out how it all started, and then Battle for the Planet of the Apes was like out of the circle. It didn't fit.
Hey guys, check this out real quick.
What is it, Goblin Champion? Goblin Lord? I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready. Your ass out here, Goblin! I am no goblin, you pest, nor will I be slain like one. You may have taken out the army the Demon Lord gave me, but now you die, for you face the wrath of an ogre! Holy, I hit the jackpot! These goblins are getting bigger every year.
Yep, he's got that goblin stink. Ugh, I'm glad I'm out of vomit.
I'm an ogre, I'm not a goblin! You insolent curs! I'll kill you!
Never seen a talking goblin before. I learned something new today.
I believe you're not a goblin, Mr. Ogre.
What? I don't need your pity! You're at the top of my shit list, priest!
Oh, okay, no! I was being nice, you fucking goblin! Go
That never stops being funny. I've got to watch that somehow.
It's on YouTube. Goblin Slayer Bridge. They've got like full episodes.
Really?
Like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
They're great.
What's up, Planet?
If you watch Goblin Slayer Bridge is awesome. It's like Dragon Ball Z abridged.
I couldn't get into Dragon Ball. I tried. I tried
like
real
Dragon
hard to
Ball
watch
Z
it.
abridged because the abridged is just insane. It's insane. It's just crazy.
It was just like one long fight scene. Just no. Come on, no.
It takes you 5 years to watch one fight scene.
They've got a lot of abridged anime. They got Sword Art Online abridged.
I honestly I can't watch Sword Art. I hate the art. No, I'm thinking One Piece.
Yeah, I don't like One Piece. I tried to watch it because everybody says it's so good, but I don't like the art.
Yeah, it's too zany. Next thing you know, you'll find flying sharks pop out the fucking wall.
Hey! You stay away from the flying sharks. You will be facing flying sharks one of these days. Just saying. I just need to cue up the music and set the setting, and when you least expect it kind of thing.
Oh, from you, bro. I'm always expecting flying sharks.
You as well. You should, but Arduin has some other things that are just as gonzo.
Like green monkeys.
Nope, that's not Arduin. That is classic TSR.
Here we go, guys.
Really? You see, girly, you may think you got me all figured out, but there's one thing you didn't account for. My numbers
penis.
are bigger than yours. Funny thing, really. Get to a high enough level and you're basically untouchable. My wounds heal faster than you can make them. We could do this all day and you would not be any closer to beating me. Not that it wouldn't be fun. But I've got good news. You see, there's no need to wonder where your god is. Because he's right here. And he's fresh out of mercy. Well, it's quite simple, really. You see, girly,
Fresh
you
out
may
of mercy.
Oh.
He's fresh out of mercy.
You too,
It's one of those role-playing game animes. Did you watch that one? That one with the skeleton knight?
Yeah.
No, I don't know which one you're talking about.
Overlord.
Legend of
Yeah.
the Overfiend? No. Don't watch that, kids. Don't. Just don't.
What you want to watch is some goat seed.
And whatever you do, don't watch F3.
I don't know what F3 is, but definitely don't watch goat seed.
Yeah. I worked at this comic book store, the last one I worked at. They rented anime, all bootleg, of course. And there was a special shelf below the counter.
Mare?
Yeah.
Great! Lord Hines gave me a ring. Let's go!
Mare, would you excuse the grown-ups for a moment, sweetie?
Okay.
Can you let people talk?
Okay, before you get angry.
Angry? Why would I be angry? Is it possibly because my beloved gave a ring to a little boy before his fiancé?
There are a lot of things wrong with that sentence.
How are you doing, Mare?
Great!
What the fuck, man?
That was Overlord, abridged. For every anime, there's an abridged. For every popular good anime, there's an abridged version that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I've been watching the manga ones.
My Hero Academia abridged. Oh my god.
Did you guys ever watch Shin-Chan?
No.
Never heard of it.
Oh,
It was kind of a goofy, zany one that I absolutely loved the theme song for that one.
look what I had for lunch, Justin.
Oh, Taco Bell.
They've got a new sauce.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I got the grilled cheese steak burrito deluxe box. It came with beef chalupa supreme and Baja chicken taco or some shit like that. And it had this avocado verde sauce. And it was good.
Yeah. I had a Tylenol, an apple, and a glass of water for lunch.
That's not good.
He broke his tooth.
With that shit.
What? One's to bring the swelling down and the other's to quell the pain. You know that, right?
No, I get it, but what it does to your stomach lining is not
Well,
fun.
if you take them regularly, yes.
Yes, which, trust me, I used to have.
I don't. It's been like 6 months since I've had either of them.
Okay, but still, for me, it's always best to, eat something with any pill I take, regardless of what it is.
I'm not eating shit with this tooth right now, man.
Milkshake?
Water. Little salt in it.
Yeah.
Swirl it in the side of my cheek. Oh. It hurts.
Wow, that is a big ass butterfly.
Is it a monarch?
As a matter of fact, it is.
It's all orange and black and shit.
Yeah, but now Chewy's got to go hunt it down. What I can't tolerate here are the praying mantises.
Oh, I used to have one for a pet.
Those things are freaking evil.
Praying mantises are cool, and they're not evil. They're praying.
And we get. I don't know if it's a praying mantis. It looks like a praying mantis, but I kid you not, they're like this. They're like 8 inches long.
Yeah, they come that big.
It's like, and they're yellow, not green or white.
Yeah, they come that color.
It's just like, fuck that.
They come in like pretty much every color, man.
Really?
Yeah.
It must be nice being able to take Advil and Tylenol.
Yeah, well.
I don't know.
That's their fault.
I think it'd be nicer to not have to take it. Just saying.
I'm nodding my head right now.
Whose head are you in? You're not in mine. There ain't no getting in here. It's smooth glass, man. Smooth. Penetrable wall of.
I'm nodding my head.
Penetrable wall of ignorance.
What are you taking a photo of, Hungar?
Yes, see.
Oh shit! Is this going to be a safe for work photo?
Yes.
It's just pills, I think.
Oh, his bottle collection.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh, you sent it to me on Discord.
I sent it to Shadow on Discord.
Oh, you didn't send it to me.
No, I'll have to look at it after the show. I don't want to. I can't see. Holy shit!
That is what I deal with every day.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
You really shouldn't be eating that Arm & Hammer deodorant.
Well, I don't eat Arm & Hammer. I just put that on the armpits so they don't stink like poo.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's what I take every day. Some of them life.
That's rough, man.
It's life.
Yep. As long as it keeps you kicking, that's what matters.
Kicking myself in the ass.
Not that you'd feel it.
All right, well, we're getting ready to end the show.
Yeah, I just stopped in to say hi.
I hope you feel better, man.
Good.
I feel like hell.
Tooth pain is the most excruciating known to men, anyways. So yeah,
No.
I feel for you.
I don't care what women say. Getting kicked in the balls is like 6 months of stomach
Labor.
cramps and a pregnancy wrapped up into 30 seconds, and it lasts longer than 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you a story later, but there is a female equivalent. Most people don't know where it is, but there is.
Let's end the show with a video.
It's called a math question.
It's called driving.
Tokyo Cody, my true almost 40. My lure I can name it just a Yakuno Sutori. Tokyo Cody, my true almost 40. Keep on me to Haruka Kanata no glory. Tokyo Cody, Tokyo Cody, Tokyo Cody, Tokyo Cody, Tokyo Cody, Tokyo Cody.
Can you turn it down a bit?
If you listen to that song, it's called Tokyo Calling, and they're pretty much calling out all the shit that's fucked up about Japan and how they need to get their act together.
Before there is no more, nothing but empty buildings. Yeah. It's pretty sad.
Like mom's stuck on being a Idol fan, and brother's working himself to death in an office, and father has no happiness. It's like, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they need to stop being a colony of America and change the Constitution to get rid of feminism.
Exactly. That is going to kill them all.
Your country is the one enforcing it, though, right?
Hey,
well,
we're not talking about politics, fuckers.
Absolutely, we are. If you're playing that song,
no, I'm playing that song.
That song was a political message.
I'm a weeb.
That song was exactly a political message, bro.
I'm a weeb. That's a weed message, fucker.
Yeah, well, I don't like people that do weed.
Weeb, W-E-E-B, not weed.
Yeah, close enough.
But thanks for coming by, everybody.
Make sure you stop by my show Thursday night. It's going to be pretty awesome.
Justin, I hope your tooth feels better, buddy.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I'm gonna get making a dentist appointment later.
Yeah,
I'm gonna actually take that nap.
Take that nap. I gotta go get my toe operated on.
Oh, what for? Oh,
There's ingrown toenail again.
Is that the phantom toe?
No, it's the other big toe.
Oh, well,
Take care, guys.
you don't want to lose that one.
If it keeps on getting infected and stuff, they're going to end up cutting it off. So I gotta go get it fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care of your medical issues, gentlemen.
Peace, love, and chicken grease, everybody.
Happy trails.
Party on.